Well, hello. How are we doing today? Hey, this is Kirkland from Daily Momentum. Hey, you already know. You know how I'm coming. I'm bringing that momentum time to you. Hey, man, I got a really great hot topic that I want to talk about. Uh, I'm just sitting in this truck because it's hot today, and we are in Louisiana, and I'm looking on the thing early. It was up to 107. Then it dropped down a little bit to 99. Probably the heat index is probably hot, but you need to go watch that video that I talk um, um, about the heat and the coldness of being a distributor. Hey, it's really tough. You have to have thick skin to be able to be a distributor because we are out in the weather, working, and but you get to walk in the stores. That's the benefit that you get when you are working and walking in the stores and stuff like that. That's the ultimate thing. But I want to get to. I got my notes here. I just feel like I needed to add some more notes because this is very important topic. I'm gonna walk into my warehouse a little bit, get out this cool air, and get it some discomfort, um, so we can get down to the nitty gritty of talking about this topic that I want to talk about. So I'm in my warehouse at the moment. Want to talk about some of the things that I think that is very important is being a business owner. Just all in all, just being a leader, um, just being a business owner. But let's put it that way, because that's going to be the most ultimate topic that we need to talk about. And I have addressed and took some more notes about this thing, but because of the length of that, I didn't want to have to hold on y'all attention about these certain things, topics. I would have to break this down and be able to make another video. But I wanted to talk about as me going in business. A lot of times we make a lot of different mistakes in business, trying to cut down some of our expenses. And if we're gonna spend expenses, then it's got to be beneficial. That it's gonna help gain us money. So few years ago, I had a CPA that I hired to run my business because my business began to grow and I became an LLC in my business. And this is some of the things that I'm telling you that you need to work around and work, and that you need to think about these things. So I had to fire my CPA. Uh, very guy that was very important in of our lives of running our taxes, getting our taxes done. But the main thing that I was looking for is for him to help me to know my business, know my numbers. These are things that I wanted to know. I also had a software that I was using to help make things very easy to him. I didn't just come to him and say, "Hey, here's a bunch of receipts. Figure it out." I didn't do all that. I had all my stuff together, worked out a system each day of the years that I have put in all these different things to make it simple and easy for him. And so that he wouldn't charge me, but because he was in with a large organization, they feel like they had to charge me. And so the difference between having a CPA, you need to find a CPA that is going to be able to give you information of your business, not just a tax person just gonna fill out your tax and charge you all this money, and then you don't know nothing about numbers about your business. He ain't trying to tell you how you need to go in and save and all this stuff. And but before I hired this person, we had a long talk, and I told him that I wanted to do that because I left someone else to be able to get all this knowledge, more knowledge from. And the one that I left was probably better than the one that I hired. And I thought that because it was a large firm, I thought, wow, man, this is I'm gonna have things laid out. It's gonna be easy. I'm gonna spend a little extra money. Well, lo and behold, I got bamboozled. Um, he was basically just filling out my tax and charging me a large sum of money at the end of the year, and my books wasn't even straight. So I had to figure out what I was going to do in that situation, of how I'm going to be able to handle that thing. And the reason why I'm telling you these things, and I'm not shooting down the CPA, but I'm telling you these things so while you're in business, you can watch out signals of different things that you can know. Uh, I began to had to go, and so I went and studied a lot of different things that CPAs do. So I had to figure out what questions I need to ask him, and so I had some of these questions, and I wrote them down on paper, had them ready, and I started asking him about his firm. I started asking him about what things he can do for me, and what things I'm looking for to help improve my business so I can gain more access. So I mostly some of the things I had learned, I had to go up and say, hey, can I do this? He didn't say, hey, look, these are things you can do. And I figured the money that I was paying him, he should have been filling out taxes, doing my books and all that, but I didn't get that done. So I just politely had to take him off my software, and I had to move on, find someone else. And then when I moved someone else into being that CPA, I will call her my CFO. I mean, she's a finance strategist. I mean, she came instantly in, swept in, showed me all these different things, and we didn't mind teaching me um, about some of the strategy and things that I can do, and found a huge number of money that I can be able to get back on my taxes and different things that he was supposed to tell me. He didn't tell me. I had to learn all these different things. It's very disappointing, and I liked it. I liked it, that person that was CPA, but I had to move on just because he had a light. I couldn't grab on that tax because he wouldn't help me save money. I was paying more money to the federal government and paying more money to him, so that didn't suit me any good. But the person that I hired, thank God, I thank God that God sent that woman as God sent to us, because I prayed and asked God to help us along the way financially, and God blessed us, and we found her. So these are things that you have to do. I put this together, and some of these tips that I learned about firing people. Not one thing that I have learned in the game about people you hire, it's something when you hire someone, you just really guessing. I didn't know nothing about this guy. I read a few things about him, about his firm. They appointed me to him. We pulled together, had a conversation and talk, and he told me, hey, the accountant you had before, you're gonna pay a little bit more money than us. So I thought, okay, cool, large firm. Hey, if this guy's gonna lay it all out to me, I'm gonna do it. So it didn't work that way. But hiring is guessing. I heard that from a person that talked about that, GV. He said hiring is guessing and firing is knowing. So when you know it's time to fire, you just automatically know that it's time to fire, because now you know that they're not capable of doing the things that you need them to do. So you know this, so it's time to fire them and let them go and move on. You can't have these attachments of people that you run the business that's taking money out from you two ways, from the federal government and from you two at the same time. So this other person that I got to come in, she came in, swooped in, like I could almost call her Wonder Woman, because that's what she did. She came in and saved the day. Not only that, she came in and found money that I had overpaid the federal government. Not only that, the money that I paid her, probably what I paid him, and helped me save money. I felt better is being able to pay her a little bit more, her, and for her to help me save money and to show me how I can be able to increase to make money in my business. I can get on the phone and call her. But I think it has to do with people that are being just so busy. And so I think probably the best way, and I could be wrong later down the line, but I think if you're going to find somebody that's going to do your finance, you may need to find them that they're educated, but maybe they're not so busy. They may be a diamond in the rough. That somebody been overlooking these people, and they may be finds equipment. This woman knew a lot of different things. I can just ask a question. I already knew them because I have been studying and studying and studying to educate myself to know better when it's time for not the guessing, but it's the knowing. So I have to know these different things. And so you just find you a great CPA, because my big company has kind of actually grew a whole lot better where I need a CPA on staff, and to get my numbers right and to help me to see things, future forecasts down the line. So I just want to just bring these to your attention about them situations, about if you have financial people coming into your business, especially when you're growing, and you may just need tax for stuff, but as your business grows, you're dealing with inventory that you got to buy, you're dealing with contractors that you're hiring throughout the year, and you need to know the money that's coming in and out your business. And the software that I do have, it helps me show that, but I want to be more educated on my business. I want to know my business on the back of my hand and to know all these different things. And so my business is growing. I just thank God for doing, but you have to remember all this financial stuff, in order to be able to have these things to make these things run right, you have to be paying your tithes. So I feel like by the grace of God, thank God I've been paying my tithes. I wasn't robbing God, and God allowed that to come back to me, and I thank God for that. So just pay your tithes too, as well as having a financial thing into your business if you want your business to grow, and also to find you a great CPA or a financial director that can help you, or a CFO that can help you in your business. So I'm happy now that I have someone that's going to work in my business and to help me along the way to be better. So thank you all for joining me. I appreciate you. Look, come on now, let's get excited. Let's get these things done. Pay attention to some of these tips and snips that I'm laying out to you. I'm laying some good stuff out on you. Get this momentum going. Let's get excited. Let's be some better leaders. Let's be some great entrepreneurs. Let's take this thing to the world, and let's spread this energy and this spirituality of a great, good business that we can get started in, because we need some spiritual people that are leadership, that are in owning business stuff, so we can sift out all these bad things that are in this world. Hey, look, I ain't perfect, and I don't proclaim to be perfect, but we on this journey. Why not make this journey great? So thank you all for joining. Take time to subscribe, like my channel, so we can get this algorithm going on, moving, so people can hear this. Someone may be back somewhere thinking how they can get this journey started, and then lo and behold, hey, they scored a touchdown by saying daily momentum. Thank you for joining. Bye-bye. You have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.